Ladies and gentlemen, Something Wonderful, starring Chris Bennet and Bill Marx.
Good evening. There's nothing I'd rather do is to play for people, and it's great. Can't think of anything I'd rather to do, and I can't think of anything lovelier than you folks to be here. But I do want to make mention of something that Frank said. He said, we didn't play 2 weeks ago because of Mother Nature, and I'm not too sure what he meant. Anyway, well, okay, here we go. This young lady is a remarkable talent, and when I was working way back when, the Hollywood Reporter and the Variety used to call female singers like femme, chirp, thrush, warbler. Well, this lady is all three of them. And she knows how to sell and tell a story. So here she is, Chris Bennet.
Good evening. What a beautiful crowd. We were so sad not to spend Valentine's Day with you. We were all dressed up and ready to sing the most romantic songs. So we decided we'll just sing them for you 3 weeks later, because one day's not enough for Valentine's Day. When I first was lucky enough to meet Bill, we instantly realized we love the music of film, Broadway, the Great American Songbook. So we want to open with one of our favorites. Because when you're in love, you feel young, you stay young. So here's what I have to say to all of you tonight. Hello, young lovers, wherever you are. I hope your troubles are few. All of my memories are happy tonight. I've been in love like you. Be brave, young lovers, and follow your star. Be brave and faithful and true. Cling very close to each other tonight. I've been in love like you. I know how it feels to have wings on your heels and to fly down the street in a trance. You fly down the street on a chance that you meet, and you meet. Not really by chance. Don't cry, young lovers, whatever you do. Don't cry because I'm alone. All of my memories are happy tonight. I've had a love of my own. I've had a love of my own like yours. I had a love of my own. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's from the beautiful musical King and I. And we'll be doing some other stuff. I got to do a beautiful album. Is this from our album? No, it's not, but we're going to do some. This is Bill's gorgeous wife here, Barbara. Barbara's saying hi. She keeps aging like fine wine, getting prettier and more wonderful. And she has good taste in music and men.
Barbara and I have been married 24 years. But wait, better than that, we've only had one argument, really. It's lasted 24 years.
But you're winning, right, Barb? Anyway, she has good taste in music, and she told me that this was one of her favorites, and so I have added it to my repertoire for you, Barbara, and it is a great song. You go to my head and you linger like a haunting refrain, and I find you spinning round in my brain like the bubbles in a glass of champagne. You go to my head like a sip of sparkling burgundy brew, and I find the very mention of you like the kicker in a julep or two. The thrill of the thought that you might give a thought to me casts a spell over me. I say to myself, get a hold of yourself. Can't you see that it never could be? a smile that makes my temperature rise like a summer with 1,000 Julys. You intoxicate my soul with your eyes, though I'm certain that this love of ours hasn't a ghost of a chance in this crazy romance. You go to my head, you go to my Beautiful, Bill. Wow. Isn't this piano
Yes,
something? If you're a piano player and you get to play a Steinway concert grand, you hear the whole orchestra. So whoever gave you guys this piano, what a gift.
I think we have Jerry Benston to credit for having gotten this piano 10, 12 years ago. He's since has passed, but he was responsible for this wonderful Steinway piano, 9-footer, concert grand, wonderful, wonderful.
The piano deserves a hand.
There was a lady who was very prominent and famous down here. Her name is Gloria Greer, and for those of you who are still young enough to know, she was quite a lady of the society world, and she did a lot of wonderful things and had her own television show and her own columns, and she was terrific. And her favorite song is this one, and in fact, I must say I played it at her memorial service. This is a lyric that is wonderful.
Bill and I recorded this on our album, Something Wonderful, and we always like to think of Gloria. She did so much for our community. In this world of ordinary people, extraordinary people, I'm glad there is you. In this world, overrated pleasures and underrated treasures, I'm glad there is you. I live to love, I'd love to live with you beside me. This love so new, I'll muddle through with you to guide me. In this world where very many play at love, but hardly any stay in love, I'm glad there is you. More than ever, I'm so glad there is you. to love. I'd love to live with you beside me. This road so new, I'll muddle through with you to guide me in this world where very many play in love, but hardly any stay in love. I'm glad there is you more than ever. I'm so glad in this world of ordinary people. I'm glad there is you. Beautiful, Bill. Thank you. I love that song. Chris talks about Jobim. What am I saying about him? No, I'm looking at my notes. Barbara and I also, her favorite song is written by my favorite author. If I was on an island, I'd take my Jobim records with me and dance samba and eat coconuts, but hopefully it won't come to that, but you never know in this world. Let's do Barbara's favorite song. Oh, it's my note. So close your eyes, for that's a lovely way to be. Oh, where are things your heart alone was meant to see. The fundamental loneliness goes when two can dream a dream together. Yeah, well, you can't deny. Don't try to fight the rising sea. Don't fight the moon, the stars above, and don't fight me. The fundamental loneliness goes when two can dream a dream together. Oh, when I first saw you, the time was 3:30. When your eyes met mine, it was eternity. And now I know this wave is on its way to be. Don't be afraid to catch the wave of love in me. Oh, the fundamental loneliness goes when two can dream a dream together. The time was 3:30. When your eyes met mine, it was eternity. And now I know this wave is on its way to be. Don't be afraid to catch the wave of loving me. The fundamental loneliness goes when two can dream a dream together. Two can dream a dream together. Catch the wave you. This one always gets picked as the most romantic song every year on Valentine's Day when they do the polls. So since it's still Valentine's Day, it's Valentine's month for us. The very thought of you makes my heart sing like an April breeze on the wings of spring, and you appear in all your splendor, my one and only love. The shadows fall and spread their mystic charms in the hush of night while I'm in your arms. I feel your lips so warm and tender, my one and only love. The touch of your hand is like heaven, a heaven that I've never known. The blush of your cheek whenever I speak tells me you are my own. You fill my eager heart with such desire. Every kiss you give sets my soul on fire. I give myself in sweet surrender. My one and only, my one and only, my one Beautiful song. Bill plays the heck out of it. Thank you, sweetheart. This was one of, you wanted to say something about Walter Gross. Who knows Walter Gross? Anyone?
There's a fellow by the name of Walter Gross.
There we go.
He wrote over 100 songs, and in the 40s, 50s, 60s, this milieu, and I wrote over 100 songs in those days. Unfortunately, he's one up on me. Only one of his songs was a hit. I never had a hit.
It's not too late, Bill. We're still working at it.
Hey. Anyway, Walter got one right, and it set him up fine for the rest of his life. It's called Tenderly.
Trembling trees embrace the breeze tenderly. skittering by, and soft as a sigh. The shore was kissed by sea and mist tenderly. I can't forget how two hearts met breathlessly. Your arms open wide and close me inside. You took my lips, you took my love so tenderly. The shore was kissed by sea and mist tenderly. I can't forget how two hearts met breathlessly. Arms opened wide and closed me inside. You took my lips, you took my love so I think that was written in the 20s or 30s, but it sure stands out, doesn't it, Bill? Bill, talk about things. All right. So we know music makes you happy, right? Thank you for coming out and enjoying live music. I promise you'll wake up feeling happier tomorrow, so come out again tomorrow. Bill and I get to sit in with him on Monday on AJ's, which is fun, and he's our treasure here. Any chance I get to sing with him, he makes me happy. So here's my advice to you guys. Make someone happy. I have an irresistible urge to sit on your knee, but I won't. Another one happy. I know him. His wife won't care. Make just one heart the heart you sing to. Fame, if you win it, comes and goes in a minute. One heart the heart you cling to. Now, as I said, fame, if you win it, comes and goes in a minute. Now, where is that real stuff in life you can cling to? Well, love is the answer. Someone to love is the answer. Once you've found him, build your world around him. Make someone happy. Make just one someone happy. And then you will be happy too. Make us happy, Bill. I know you can. Fame, if you win it, comes and goes in a minute. Where's that real stuff in life you can cling to? Oh, love is the answer. Someone to love is the answer. Once you found him, build your world around him. Make someone happy. Oh, make just one someone happy. And then you will be happy too. Oh, then you are gonna be happy too. Make someone happy. Why don't you? Thank you so much. That was great, Bill. Is it you going to talk? Your turn. Okay, well, I was so lucky when I moved here from LA after showbiz in 40 years, after having grown up in a little town in Illinois. And my parents would just have been so excited that they knew I was singing with Bill Marx, the son of Harpo. And when I moved here, I thought it's going to be kind of a sleepy town musically, but we have a surprisingly exciting music scene, a lot of great singers, performers, so I'm having way more fun than in LA, and I get to go to Europe in the summer. And Bill and I, as I say, we recognized we loved the same kind of music, so one night I said to Barbara at AJ's, we can't just let all this magic lay on the floor every Monday, let's do an album. So I dragged Bill back into the recording studio, kicking and screaming a little, but he played like the incredible artist he is, and this is our... Okay, he's going to cut me off. I talk too long. I get the hook. This is what I call the single. It's the first song. As you say, you didn't get a hit, but it's not too late. I'm hoping we'll be the oldest couple to ever win Grammy for Best New Artist. I think it's time. The geriatric Grammys. Why the heck not? Music keeps you young. So we lost the great Michel Legrand. You probably know his music. I'll never forget seeing Umbrellas of Cherbourg and the beautiful Catherine Deneuve and I Will Wait for You. And then he just went on to write one brilliant song after another. This is for you, Frank, that you met at the beginning. This is his favorite song. The summer's wise. The summer knows. And unashamed. She sheds her clothes. The summer soothes the restless sky, and lovingly she warms the sand on which you lie. The summer knows. The summer's wise. She sees the doubt within your eyes, and so she takes the summertime, tells the moon to wait and the sun to linger, wraps the world round her summer finger, lets you see the wonder of it all. And if you've learned your lesson well, there's little more for her to tell. One last caress. It's time to dress for fall. The summer knows, the summer's wise. He sees the doubt within your eyes, and so he takes summertime, tells the moon to wait and the sun to linger, wraps the world round her summer finger, lets you see the wonder of it all. And if you've learned your lesson well, there's little more for her to tell. One last caress. It's time to dress Thank you so much. One good Michel Legrand deserves another. This is a great Valentine's Day, because if you've been married a long time, probably on Valentine's Day, you'd think a minute about what does it take to keep the music playing. Bill, you have any words of wisdom? Or some play some beautiful. How do you keep the music playing? How do you... Forced you to have piano lessons? I did too, and I thank my parents every day, don't you? You'd rather been playing baseball.
Come to me and they say, you know, I offered my piano lessons. Really, it's true. This is a self-contained unit, so you don't have to be good at it. You just have to enjoy the experience. It's a wonderful experience, and I've always used it to make myself feel better.
It works. So it's never too late. I found my best teacher at 50. Anyway, so how do you keep the music playing? How do you make it last? How do you keep the song from fading too fast? How do you lose yourself in someone and never lose your way? How do you not run out of new things to say? And since it's true, we're always changing, how can it be the same? And tell me how, year after year, you're sure your heart will fall apart each time you hear his name. I know the way I feel for you, it's now or never. The more I love, the more that I'm afraid that in your eyes I may not see forever, forever. If we can be the best of lovers and be the best of friends, if we can try with every day to make it better as it grows, with any luck, then I suppose. Best of lovers and be the best of friends. If we can try with every day to make it better as it grows, with any luck, then I suppose Thank you. And lyrics by the great Marilyn and Alan Bergman, of course. Hard to beat them.
What? No. I think, oh, you know, we did forget something. We forgot that this is not Valentine's Day, but the last line of this song is the best line, and that's why we're here this evening. I'm so privileged to be able to be a part of this entire area. You know, this is the gem. This place is the gem of the valley. The Rancho Mirage
gym or the
Library, Observatory, and Storm Drain. Oh, yes. Incidentally, I wanted to show a picture. This is, my dad never learned to read music, and this is one of his things that he, yes, I'd like to.
Yeah, we got to do this, Bill.
Yeah, I got to do this. Hey, come here. Come here. I think these are still good people. Let's try it. Tell us all now before you go. Tell us, please. We need to know. Say it low, but say it clear. Whisper softly in our ear. Give us something as you leave. Make it real and don't deceive. If it wasn't love, just let us know. Tell us now before you go. We gave you all we had to give. We wanted more than just to live. We craved your time, your touch, and your smile. And you said yes for just a while. But then we knew, oh, how we knew our time with you is almost through. So tell us now, before you go, if not now, we'll never know. We promise not to cry or cling. Our time was such a precious thing. It's just, we really do need to know. Did you love us? Yes or no?
I think they like us too. We love you.
I want
Thank
you to know, this was written by your pal, the furry one, Frank Farino.
Stand up, Frank.
Stand up, Frank. You're going to have this back now. Wasn't that wonderful? You were watching A Star Is Born, weren't you?
My wife and I were at the movies watching Lady Gaga in A Star Is Born, and for some reason in the middle of the movie, this line came to me. Tell me now before you go. And I had not a clue that this was going to happen here, so God bless you both. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Frank.
By the way, let me say something. I teach a film class at Osher, for those of you who may know, on the Cook Street campus. And I have this thing I do with my students, and I always tell them, if you were going to be deserted forever on a deserted island and stranded, if you could only take one movie, one book, and one piece of music, what would it be? If you were going to listen and read for the rest of your life. And I know mine. My movie would be The Summer of '42. And that song appears on their album, so I can take the album with me and have the music and the movie, and
We're
the book
flattered,
would be,
Frank. Thank
well,
you.
no, I am. The book would be anything written by Dean Koontz. So anyway, thank you guys so much.
He's a pretty talented guy. Nice work. Okay, you know, we did forget
We forgot one song.
that every day is Valentine's Day. Let's do it.
Thank you all so much. I'm going to be out signing our album, Something Wonderful. Hopefully we'll be starting our new one soon, Something Even Better. I don't know. Or something pretty good. I don't know. Anyway, we're very proud of it. And if you still are one of the people that have a CD player, come and see me for an autograph. Which song did we forget, Bill? What do you think, guys? What's your guess?
My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Your looks are laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art.
My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Oh, your looks are laughable, unphotographable, and yet you are my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than Greek? And is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, honey, are you smart? Are you smart? But don't change your hair for me.
Not if you care.
If you care for me. Stay, little Valentine. Stay, for you make each day.
Each day
You make each day.
is Valentine's.
Each day, each day. Each day is Valentine's Day. Thank you, everyone, for a beautiful evening. The great Bill Marx.